The next composition plot we want to discuss now is Venn diagram. It's a visual representation of the relationships between different sets of items. It uses circles or other shapes to illustrate overlap or commonality between the sets, commonly used to show the logical relationships between the groups of items. The key features, so we have sets, there is overlap among the sets, and there are unique regions in the overlaps, and each region is labeled, and appropriate legends are required to explain the context in which we are displaying it. So the commonly used applications are when you are comparing and contrasting different groups of categories of items while illustrating the intersection or overlap between multiple sets of items. Useful when visualizing logical relationships or dependencies between the sets. So to ensure better visual effects, so best practices we should consider. So must limit the number of sets represented in the Venn diagram to avoid clutter and improve readability. So two sets means two circles will have four regions. Three sets means three circles will have eight regions. Four sets means we'll have four circles will have 16 regions. So that means as one component is increased, one circle will increase, and the number of regions or the number of unique regions will double. So therefore it grows exponentially. So we should be very careful in limiting the number of sets used while working with the Venn diagram. Otherwise it becomes too much cluttered, and cannot understand what it is trying to convey. So colors and all must be consistently used to distinguish between the sets and overlapping regions, so that every time we are trying to use the similar situation, then we must connect to one plot with the other plot, so that so for that the best way is maintaining the color consistency. Then we must label each circle, we must label each overlapping region, we must in general we must label each region and provide context and give the clear meaning of the diagram. We must ensure that the size of circles and degree of overlap accurately represent the relationship between the sets. So must use descriptive titles, captions to explain the purpose and context of the Venn diagram. So an example for Venn diagram here, we're talking about three features. One about property called statistician, other property is a technologist, and third one is marketer. So these are the three properties we are talking about, three features we are talking about, and there is a feature called analytics consultant. So this one requires the knowledge of statistics as well as technical knowledge is required to play the role of analytics consultant. To play the role of PPC specialist, a person should be a statistician as well as good at marketing. In case of a person to be a social media marketer, then that person must be having technical knowledge and also should have marketing skills. But in case a person wants to become sales executive, a CEO, sales executive officer, then all three should be uh, known to the person, should be a statistician, should be a technical personality, and also should have marketing skills. If all three are available, only then can be eligible to be a sales executive officer and similar thing. So that gives an idea about how Venn diagram can be used. So here we can see that there are totally seven regions marked. The eighth one is the white outside one, which says it's neither statistician nor technological person, neither have any marketing one. So that's nothing to do with our current situation, because we are talking about providing employment to some places. Then they should have either statistics knowledge or technical knowledge or marketing knowledge, or combination of them, or all three. If any person having none of them, then he is not eligible for that. That's all the people who are in outside this boundaries, that is our white region showed here. Outside this figure, whatever white region is there, it talks about not a statistician, not a marketer, not a technologist. So that's something eighth region we are talking about. Now to this, if one more property is added, then it becomes four circles Venn diagram. Then drawing four circle Venn diagram logically is too difficult, because we need to represent 16 regions here in a proper shape, proper way, so that all 16 regions are visually appealing, and we must be able to recognize, recollect, and understand the combinations. So, Venn diagrams normally are limited to three parameters. More than three, it's difficult to make out any meaningful information out of that. So that's all about Venn diagram and composition plots. The next session we start looking at various distribution plots. So till then, keep watching. Thank you.